И всем привет, с вами Заёба, мы вновь проходим NBA 2K13. И загружается. Все, загрузилось.
We are live at the Staples Center for a Western Conference contest with the Los Angeles Clippers here in LA. There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on. Let's find out now what head coach Vinny Del Negro had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
He said a big factor in this game will be how well they limit penetration by Tyreke Evans. He's so unique in that he's so big and so strong and also tremendously slippery and elusive off the bounce. What we've really got to cut off his right hand and then dare him to shoot over the top. I'd rather he have a wide open look from 18, 19 feet than a clear lane to the rim any day of the week. Kevin, the marching order, pretty clear cut.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Here's the Cobra, defended by Paul. Lamar Odom pulls it in.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's the Cobra, defended by Paul. Here's the Cobra. Knocks down the step-back J. The Cobra's at 5.
And he knows how to finish when he gets that close to the hoop.
Hill kicks to Green. From past the arc. Gets it to go.
Boy, it's been a hot shooting first quarter for them so far.
Steve, it's been fun to watch. I mean, the shots are dropping, and it's led to an excellent start.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's the Cobra, defended by Paul. Hill pulls it in.
They are setting the tone here early with their work on the boards.
Only a moderate advantage here, a slight one, but as the game wears on, it's one they'll definitely look to build on.
A lot of points for them here early in the first quarter. I mean, this could get ugly.
Yeah, they sure could. They're on quite a pace right now. And judging by their lead, this game could get out of hand in a hurry.
Right out of the gate, just filling it up.
Both teams are, guys. I mean, points coming fast and furious.
And after just one quarter of play, a double-digit.
Spend your Christmas day with the NBA. Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder take on LeBron James and the Miami Heat.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
How about the three-point shooting? The scoring has really come in bunches from long range.
Yeah, it seems like every time down the floor they're knocking down a triple.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Clippers right now, in the front court, it's Caron Butler, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan. Bledsoe is out there with Travis Leslie.
You know, one of the things the Clippers did really well last year, guys, was they competed against the Western Conference at a pretty high level, and that's not easy. I mean, the West is definitely the stronger of the two conferences. So for the Clippers to fare well against that group of teams was pretty impressive.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
They double him with Jordan. Back to Robinson. And stolen by Jordan. Here's Bledsoe, guarded by Robinson. Fredette grabs the miss. Going back to the Clippers, as Steve was just talking about them, especially for a young team to come out and play as well as they did against the West. A conference that has so many seasoned veterans, like Dirk Nowitzki and Tim Duncan and Kobe Bryant. They seem to be sprinkled all over the West.
Well, they were 29-19 against the Western Conference, and you know that was a big reason they were able to get that 5th overall seed in the playoffs.
Griffin grabs the board.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I mean, they're fighting for every loose ball, putting a body on somebody and going after the rim.
We see more and more point guards with that kind of impressive dunking ability, don't we?
We're seeing more and more of that kind of explosiveness. In fact, the point guard now has never been as prominent and as important, I think, in the game than it is right now.
I agree.
Some of that is the rule changes, guys. No hand checks. The floor is more spread. But yeah, this new breed of athletic point guard is so exciting.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Guys, there's no doubting the Clippers' Chris Paul is one of the most competitive players in the NBA. He said, I'm two totally different people. I'm one person on the court and a whole nother person off the court. The thing that I bring every night that I play is my will to win. I hate to lose more than I like to win. I'm always going to compete. You can say it's because I was small as a kid growing up. You could say it's because I was the little brother growing up. I've just always had that edge. Kev, what a tough competitor.
He certainly is. Thanks, Doris.
Well, you can see that desire on the court. He's so focused.
Trey Tompkins checked in for the Clippers. Sacramento also making some changes. Travis Outlaw's checked in for Johnson. And it's Thornton in for Aaron Brooks. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Odom kicks to Paul. The dish to Hill. Right side Hill. Over Evans. Hill, no good.
That's one he knows he should have made. And last season, you know, Chuck Hayes struggled with his shooting. He's never been a big scorer, but I think the dislocated shoulder he suffered was a factor in that shooting percentage.
Hill drives in. Outside Odom.
And one thing you know about Lamar Odom is the skill set offensively. There aren't many players his size who can handle and pass the ball like Odom can.
When I created this phrase, stat sheet stuffer supreme, the guy I was thinking about was, one of them anyway, was Lamar Odom. Able to rebound, rip and run, take it rack to rack, and pass the ball exceptionally well and handle it. So his versatility is special.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Clippers. Butler comes in for Grant Hill. And the Kings will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Hayes. Robinson comes in for Travis Outlaw. John Salmons, he's checked in for Tyreek Evans. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Marcus Thornton. Fires from the wing. Here's the Cobra. This one for three. That one goes. Count it. The Cobra's got 18 points in the game.
Now, 3 3-pointers here in this quarter, 4 overall.
And even though Hayes' shooting numbers were down, he remained a very important part of that Kings rotation.
And Kevin, Steve touched on it. Hayes is really in there for defense. I mean, that's what he does primarily. Anything you get from him offensively is almost a surprise. You know, as tight as this game is, you have to like their chances the way they've been rebounding.
They have a pretty good margin in that department, so they've got to continue to hit the boards hard. It'll pay off for them in the end. Opportunity to go 2 for 1 here if they want it.
Steve, let's see if they go for it.
Here's the Cobra. Tries again. In deep, Robinson drops it in. 6 points for him.
Haven't done nearly as...
And the first half is now in the books. Clippers.
Now, presented
Я
by
вас умоляю, выиграйте бой, выиграйте его. Ой, матч.
A view here of the skyline over Los Angeles, California, as we welcome you back. So the Clippers win easily. How much to be critical of in this win, Clark?
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play.
Вот именно. Вот видите, как я тащил бой. Ой, матч. Какой красавчик.
That might have been your best game as a pro. You had your best scoring output ever, so clearly something was clicking. Did this just happen to be a good game, or is this the type of level we're going to see you playing at from here on out?
Yeah, I was getting pretty lucky out there, no doubt. I even surprised myself with some of the shots I was hitting. But I'd like to think I can play at this level all the time, but I don't want to let nobody down if it doesn't happen. So let's just say I'll give it my best shot and see what happens.
Ладно, всем спасибо за просмотр. Подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки, оставляйте комменты. Всем пока и удачи.